Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mtgo Pauper Playtest here in Nonstopnoobph. I am Sarah Vishal, and I welcome every one of you here again. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, for today we are to try a fresh brew. The fresh brew that came from a friend named Jay Bautista. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Jay, for sending your deck to us. And today, we did a little bit of tweaking so that it will fit the MTGO meta right now. You know that the MTGO meta has a lot of red decks, so we added some more gain life here in the deck. So as you can see, we have added a Lembas here along with Reckoner's Bargain so that we could gain more life. And the original build was with the Chittering Riots, but we took it off and exchanged for the Hopeless Nightmare and the Duress. Okay, so I am also using this for a tournament here in MTGO that is called the Brew Tournament. Um, but eventually we don't want to use ephemerate, so we exchange that for the scroll shift right here, so that we could exile up to one target permanent. Oh man, I mean artifacts or creature or enchantments, and we can return it to the battlefield. Hopefully, hopeless nightmare or Titan Blade or the discard creatures. And of course, we have the discard creatures right here, the skull cap snail and unscrupulous agents, which exiles the discarded cards of the opponent right away. We also added Ichor Wellspring for more flexibility on the deck for the Deadly Dispute and the Reckoner's Bargain. We also placed four of the cast downs for removal and Titan Blade, of course. Also added one piece of Omen of the Dead, which is very valuable because we can return the creatures that has been put to the graveyard to our hand and cast it again for its ability of discarding. So we have one Bajuka Bog so that we could exile the graveyard right away. And we also added some more of the Vault of Whispers and an Obscurus Storefront for gain life as well, and fetch lands. And we have placed four of the Troll of Khazad-dûm, mostly for fetch lands and for late game castings. Okay, so that's the deck. So we'll see if we can find a match right away. Okay, we have here Akafaka 2006. We'll try to play with him. Okay, and we will see if we can patch it to the... Okay, so there you go. We have him on the screen. We have a good hand right here. So I think we're gonna keep this. We have one creature, we have one removal, we have one draw, and we have three lands, and we have also the Lembas. Okay, so this is a Delver deck. So this deck has a lot of draws in it. So early on, we know that the discard effect of the deck is not gonna work. I guess I'm gonna play an artifact land first. Okay, and pass the turn. The Delver, is it gonna flip? Flipping. No, it didn't flip. So we're all good. for the second turn. It is only 1 damage. Okay, it's an opt. Okay, so I think this is an old school mono blue Delver build because still has an opt. But let's see. Okay, so for the second turn, we're gonna try and cast down the creature right away. Okay, so we got a swamp. So we're just gonna wait until it flips. Or no, we can do the cast down right now. Or does he have a spell pierce right there? I think it is better to discard him first. So that he knows that we have a blocker. And he is aware that we are a discarder deck. Okay, so he has a brainstorm at the end of turn. So he is gonna draw 3 cards first and put the 2 from the hands back to the library and discard an island. Okay, that's a smart move for him. And we will just pass the turn. Is it gonna flip? Is it gonna flip?
Oh no!
Oh no, it flipped right now. And we didn't keep mana for the cast down. But it's okay. He has 2 manas now. It's ready for a counter spell. We're gonna take 3 more right here. Because we didn't cast down right away during the past turn. Yes. Okay, so it's all on us. And it's okay. What are we gonna do next? Probably I'm gonna play Lambas first. Lambas. And I will attack with my lone creature. He counters the Lambas with the Force Spike. Okay, so that's what I was afraid of. That's why we didn't cast the cast down right away, because we know that he has some kind of a counter spell, right? So it's all good. We did well in deciding. Yes. But right here we are losing lots of life. And he thought Scour. I think he thought Scour next turn. We're gonna see a lot of terror already. Yes. We are gonna be terrorized right away. Okay, 3 more damage from the flying Delver. Okay, next. And yes, the theory is correct. We saw a terror right away, but we can block them. Okay, so what now? When we block, we are gonna go to Reckoner's Bargain, I guess. We're gonna draw out the counter spell if he has some. I'm sure he does. Okay, if it works, then we are still in an okay place, because we can still block and we can do Reckoner's Bargain, unless okay, he probably knows that we are gonna use some kind of a Reckoner's Bargain or so. Are we gonna save it or just do the Deadly Dispute first? We can do the Deadly Dispute so that we can save the gain life shenanigans that we have. Okay, so the sacrifice, and he's gonna counter with another Force Spike. Okay. He has a lot of those in his deck. A 1 cast counter spell right there. And I didn't have any mana to pay it with. But it's okay, we didn't get 5 damage. So another Serpent comes out. Okay, we're in a very bad position now, so I am gonna Reckoner's Bargain for 2. Okay, we have a Skullcap Snail here. Let's see if we get a land. Those are 3. Draw. We have a land. We can play it right away. We have a cast down as well, and we got another Lembas. So he is gonna attack for 11 damage. And I'm gonna kill the serpent. And I'm gonna be down to 4. And with the Lembas. Okay, yes, down to 2 cards in his hand. We still have no creatures on the field. We can cast I hope we get another land that is not tap land. Okay, so we have a troll. So first we're gonna do if we do a Lembas and it does not do anything, so we're gonna do a Skull Cap Snail first. We cannot gain life right away. Just have to have blockers. I think we're done here in this game. I think we were done in this game. We cannot put another creature anymore, so we have no blockers. So if we cast down 1 creature, I still have 1 blocker, but he can counter it. But that's the only way out we have. So yeah, we're gonna do the cast down. He counters that with a Spell Pierce. And yes, we are done. So we are gonna go to sideboard. Sideboarding. We are to put the Nihil spell bombs in. The Duress are okay. The Clerics are no good. The Hopeless Nightmare shall be put out. The Chainer's Edict will be in. Okay, so we have 2 more cards here. The Skull Cap will go out. And another creature, the Unscrupulous Agent, will go out as well. One of those. Okay, so I guess this is the only thing that we can do here. We have a lot of removals. I hope it works. Yes, I want to go first. And we will keep the hand because it has lots of lands. And I hope we don't get a lot of lands anymore because we have fetch lands as well. But it's okay. It is just a playtest and it's all forgiven. Yes. That is our way around. This is just a playtest. And Jay, if you are watching, the deck is doing well. It already won one round in a tournament last night. So I think it is doing fairly well with brew decks, but not pretty much with the meta decks like this one here, because the serpent decks have a lot of draw engine in it, so the discard component is not really working. And the discard is kind of fueling the deck as well, because he can put a lot of spells right away on the graveyard. But okay, we're gonna draw out the counter spells first. before we cast the Nihil Spellbomb. Okay, he has a Dispel, a Brainstorm, an Op, a Force Spike. So I think we can take out the Force Spike here and cast the Nihil Spellbomb. Yes, because he cannot counter that. And we're gonna fetch a land later on his end turn. He brainstorms and looks for another counter spell. Thought Scout. I think in this turn I should no, I'll just Bajuka Bog next turn. Is he gonna play a... Yeah, I can Bajuka Bog next turn. I hope we get a removal. Okay, I have another land. But I want to take away his graveyard now. So yeah, I'm gonna Bajuka Bog first. And just pass the turn, I guess. Nothing else to do. So he's gonna fill up again his graveyard. He's gonna try to do that again. I hope this doesn't flip. It did not. So we're still safe. And he plays another land. He's just gonna attack. And I'll take one. And no, he doesn't have anything to do in the graveyard right now. So I have a Bolt of Whisper here. And I think I'll just pass the turn because he has Dispels in his hand, so I cannot cast anything that is instant. Because we know that he has two of those in his hand. Yeah, right there. He already used the Opt and the Brainstorm. He is attacking again with I'm gonna fetch a land here. Okay, in my end step, I'm gonna Swamp Cycle and get a white-black land, Sunlit Marsh. And okay, so we have a Titan Blade. He might have a counter spell already. So yeah, he's gonna counter that. Correcto. He has one spell in the graveyard, so we're still safe from the terrorizers. I may cast an enchantment later during his end turn and return the Cast of Doom to my hand and look for another land. Thanks. That's the only play that we can do. Okay, this one will flip eventually. Yes, it did. So I am gonna be down to 15. Okay, down to 15 for me. So I am gonna do the Omen first. Is he gonna counter that? No, he didn't. Okay, yield to that. Then search for another land. Now this time a swamp. Okay, so it's a tricky draw here. We can't do anything yet. We can cast a Doom because we have 6 already, but he's gonna counter that eventually. And he still has a 2 spell in his hand. Tricky play. I think we're just gonna pass a turn. I cannot cast a Deadly Dispute right now. It's gonna play the swamp and pass a turn. We're losing a lot of opportunity to cast the Dispute because we only have one of those in our hand. But he is piling up on mana and he can eventually cast the Terror. But we are forcing him to hard cast the Terror with all the mana that he has so that we can cast a Dispute. Okay, we're gonna sacrifice this so that we can scry. Okay, snails and unscrupulous. We can do that. We can use those. That cannot be countered and it's gonna be forced to put a card to exile. He's gonna exile a Dispel eventually. Or no. Probably a land. Oh, the Cryptic Serpent is exiled. We're gonna play the Orzhov Basilica. Always sealed. Returning the Bazooka Bog. And passing the turn. So he's gonna hard cast something in his turn. I am very, very sure that he will do. So that's the opportunity when we can do the Deadly Dispute. But he still has a Dispel. Okay, so that's the hard cast right there. I can block that with the Skull Cap. But I can also cast the Throne later on my turn. So I'm gonna take 3 again and I'm gonna be down to 9 damage taken. No blocks. Okay, so I will exile the great. Oh no, I should have played something first. Another Skull Unscrupulous Agent for the discard to exile. Okay, it's holding up pretty good, I guess. I can still block that. He has 2 Dispels remaining. No. What did he exile? Thought Scour. Okay, so he has 2 Dispels in the hand. So I can cast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So he has a counter spell and 1 Dispel. Oh, that's okay. At least that came out. And we're gonna block the Serpent. I hope another Dispute comes out. So I will have a chance to draw. Okay, I can block the Serpent, but not the Flyer. So we're gonna be down to 6. Most of the components are not coming out. Is this a Terror? It should be. Should I? No, I'm not gonna crack the Spell Bomb yet. Okay, it's another. I think it's time to crack this. So that I can draw something. At least a Reckoner's Bargain would do. A Cast Down is up. Maybe he will counter the cast down. Or maybe not. But we'll try. We'll take the flyer. Counter it. Dispel. Good. So we have nothing else to do but to draw with the Iker Wellspring and pray that he doesn't have any counters anymore. And yes, he doesn't have any counters anymore. Or no, he does. Yes, he does have. But we still have a Reckoner's Bargain. So if he's gonna attack next turn, I am gonna block with the Unscrupulous Agent. And hope that he doesn't draw any counter spell anymore. Because if it is a counter spell, then I will have to concede. Okay, so blocking phase. Blocking phase. Then priority will get back to me. And I will Reckoner's Bargain the Agent. So that I could gain. Okay, so that's a good draw. Another blocker for me, but no draws. Okay, so I'm gonna be down to 5 again. Another Delver of Secrets. So yeah, and the land comes in. Okay, so just see. No, he doesn't have a hand. Skull Camp. And he doesn't have a hand. So I think we're done. If this one flips, then we are done. Okay, so yeah. Concede to that. GG's. Thank you. I featured this match and will come out on my YouTube channel. Kindly follow and subscribe. At least we get something out of Sir Nonstopnoobph. Okay, so he is gonna attack. He didn't attack yet. Why didn't you attack? Probably just gonna try and reply first. Thank you for not attacking, so it's gonna prolong the agony that I have. Yeah. Yes, you are featured. Ah, okay. So it is again my turn, so I'm gonna look at your hand first. Pressed 1 by accident. Hello. Okay, a Spell Pierce comes out. I'm gonna pay 2. No? Okay, he just. Okay, so I'm gonna do a Lambas. It's a chance. He accidentally pressed 1, so I'm still alive for yet another turn. But I am sure this is... Oh, I still have a chance. So I got me a Reckoner's Bargain. I'm gonna take the... What am I gonna take? No. No, I'm just gonna... I am gonna gain life with that. I'll gain life first. Okay. Always yield, always yield, always yield to the gain life, of course. Okay, he is gonna attack with 6 damage and I can block, so I'm still alive for another turn. Thank you very much for accidentally pressing 1 without attacking. So yes, this will be featured in the Nonstopnoobph page, and I'm gonna block the serpent. And I hope he has no counter spells anymore, because I am gonna do a Reckoners and gain 2 more life out of that, just prolonging the. Okay, so he is gonna play another Tolarian Terror. And he has no counter spells on his hand, so I can play a Troll of Khazad-dûm. Okay, oh, a Chainer's Edict comes in. I can pay for that. Chainers, to you. So the chance is still on my side. Should I? Yeah, I should, I guess. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nothing else to do. So I'm just gonna cast the Troll of Khazad-dûm and cast. Okay. And cast the Scroll Ship so that I can draw 1 more card. And just gonna use up all the cards that I have. Yeah. Okay, Scroll Ship. Choose a target, him. Targeting him so that we can showcase what we have on the deck. Pay whatever we have and just yield to it. And yeah, thank you very much again for joining us. Thanks. And we will concede. Okay. Concede the game. Yes, we lost to the meta deck. Terrorizer mono blue deck play lobby now. So we're gonna try and find another deck. Okay, so yeah, we did hold the fort as long as we can, but eventually we ran out of gas, and then when the serpents come out, we cannot do anything. The removals didn't come out as soon as possible, so we had a problem removing the Delver, which flipped into something flying with 3 damage. So okay, we're gonna do another match here. We're gonna find another match. Brew. Okay, meta decks. Okay, just create the game. Just create the game. Just create the game. Okay, so waiting for. Okay, so here in our second game, we're gonna try and win, so that we'll be able to validate that this deck can eventually get a win from the meta decks in the format right now. So we're gonna keep this. We have a lot of creatures. We have 5 creatures on the board with the Lone Plains. Oh, it's a green deck. Don't be so sure, because green can be black as well. Okay, so first we are going to play a swamp. Yes, swamp first, and we're gonna pass the turn so that we could go trawling. No, I mean swamp cycling. Yeah, not trawling. Swamp cycling on the next end step. Okay, so he did Ash Barrens. Okay, so it's a white-green. It's a Selesnya deck. So we're gonna do the swamp cycling, not the trolling. I think we should get something black because we already have a white mana here. So we're gonna start discarding the hand as early as now. Yeah, so Skull Cap Snail comes in. We are gonna reveal what he exiles here in this tab. What did you exile? He's still having a hard time choosing it. Forest entered the exile zone, so that's very, very informative. Okay, so I'm gonna pass the turn. We still have 2 more creatures that can discard the hand. So I think he's gonna cycle again for another land or so. Oh! He concedes right away. Okay, back to the lobby, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. I guess he knew right away that the deck can control the deck that he has, so he conceded. So that's a win. That's a win for us right there. So we will create another game. Who will we oppose against? Let's see what we have here. Somebody already accepted the game. So it is between... Okay, so yeah. Testing new deck, he says. I am also using brew. I am recording as well for the YouTube channel. Nonstopnoobph. We cooking, boys. Yeah, we are cooking a lot. Okay, so are we gonna keep this hand? I don't think so. It has a lot of scroll shifts in it. Okay, let's keep this and throw away one of the white lands. Keep. Let's throw away the plains and we are good to go. So, we are to play the Hopeless Nightmare on first turn. Any fast creatures, we can play the Titan Blade. Okay, so it's his turn first. I am on the draw. Let's go! Okay, another Titan Blade comes out. Now, the Hopeless Nightmare comes in. What to discard? He has 4 cards in his hand. So I'll just pass the priority to him and pass a turn. Okay. So earlier, before this game, we recorded one game as well, and that was against the Rakdos Madness Burn deck. But unfortunately, we forgot to click the, what do you call this? The button which switches the screen from the lobby to the MTGO battle. So all that we got was the lobby. But from that game, we won 2 games to 1 against the Rakdos Madness deck. He conceded after the third game. So yeah, I think this deck is an Affinity deck. Yes, we are correct. So we are gonna do Titan Blade on the next turn. And play Orzhov, Basilica, Titan Blade. Titan Blade, yes. And play a land, returning the artifact land. Okay, so next turn we're gonna play the Goldmire Bridge. If he has another creature, we can play another Titan Blade. That's no problem at all. So he is a Dimir Affinity deck, or does he have a red spell that's gonna turn into a Grixis Affinity eventually? No. So he still has no other colors but blue and black. So yeah. Scroll Shift. Still no creatures for me, so I'm gonna play tap land first and just pass the turn. I can do a Deadly Dispute on my next turn if I wish to do so. Okay, so I am pretty disappointed with not recording and switching the camera during the last game. It was such a good game. The deck was actually killing it on game 2 because in game 1 he won first via burning me. Put on top a Deadly Dispute on top of the library is always good. And I will just pass the turn. So again, I was talking about the last game that was not recorded properly. During the second game, I won by holding it off against the burn, and I made him top deck all the time, which you know. Oh, so he's doing Deadly Disputes. He has 8 cards in hand right now. Oh, it's a Grixis Affinity. So he says it's a brew. Practicing. Testing new deck. Okay, so he's testing a new deck, but it's not a brew deck. It is actually a meta deck. That's so cool. Yeah. He is testing a new deck. Okay, I can scroll shift the Titan Blade, but I'm gonna do a Deadly Dispute first, I guess, or no? Because oh no, I think I will just do it. Okay, so that resolves, or no? It did. Yes, it did. So I have a swamp. 2 swamps on a Deadly Dispute, and I have me a cast down, which I will reserve later. So I will do the Titan Blade first to sacrifice 1 creature from his end. Okay, so he does not rebuke. Then I will do a scroll shift targeting a Titan Blade. If this resolves, it will sacrifice another creature from his end. So, yeah, he does rebuke. I should pay 3, but then I can't. No. No. So does not resolve. I can just kill it right now with the cast down. Okay. So yeah, we ended up drawing out the Metallic Rebuke from his hand with the Scroll Shift, but wasting a very good Scroll Shift was painful for us. So it can do a lot of things. And the discard component of the deck is not coming out, so it is just beginning to look like just a controlled black-white or soft control deck. So it doesn't have any more creatures to hurt me. Okay, the planes came out again. I have no creatures in the graveyard, so I'll just pass a turn. I cannot, craft the Titan Blade to Consuming Vulture. Craft with creature. So it says specifically to craft with creature. So he is now playing a Kenku, a very expensive card in MTGO. Because this is a mechanic that can turn the land into actually the cards from the commander, the Baldur's commander set, are all very expensive. I mean, those that are notable for Pauper. Maybe I can sacrifice the Hopeless Nightmare so that I could scry at least. Scry! Let's scry and look at what we have on top of the library. We have Troll of Khazad-dûm. Both of them are okay, but can we cast them? Actually, we can. So we'll keep it there. So we have 6 mana right away. Cast it. Metallic Rebuke again? Or no? Okay, so that's okay. But we have a problem with that flyer over there. So we need to get rid of the Kenku first so that we can Titan Blade the creature. Land creature. That is. So this is a very difficult matchup for us because we know that Grixis Affinity can draw a lot of cards. So discarding them will be very, very difficult. And he has, I'll try to dispute this turn. Oh, and it comes out. Okay. So Olympus comes in. So I will attack with the troll so that I can pressure him. And cast another troll. So that's 6 damage to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 mana again for another Troll of Khazad-dûm. So he'll be forced not to attack anymore because he has to block one of the trolls, because the damage from these trolls can be lethal. Now you want to do something about it. I can Reckoner's Bargain the troll and gain 6 life out of it. On the next turn, I can cast a Lembas. Is he gonna attack this turn? He did! Oh, he wanted me to block so that he can... Do I block or no? It's just 1 damage right there. Okay, I won't block. I'll take the 4 damage. I'll be down to 10. But I can do Lembas and gain at least 3 life from it. So if this is erased, okay, I win the round, the first game, that is. So I'll definitely put in the Revoke Existence and the Dust to Dust to the deck. Remove the Hopeless Nightmares and the Duress. So we have 2 more slots. We can do Chainer's Edict, 3 of them, and remove Skullcap, Snail, and bring in 3 of the Nihil Spellbombs. So we changed the deck. The entire deck after round 1. Okay, so I can tell him to, you may watch this game in my YouTube channel later. I will upload immediately. So please do subscribe. Okay, so we have a lot of trolls. Okay, we can use that by swamp cycling something. And we have a lot of draw spells as well. So we're gonna keep this. 2 of the disputes, 2 of the trolls, and 2 lands. Not bad at all. Okay, 1 more of the Reckoners. So those are 2s of everything. So I'm gonna swamp cycle after this. Yes, please do subscribe to our channel, Nonstopnoobph, so that you can get the latest updates and the latest deck builds that we are featuring on the channel. Oh, I forgot the swamp cycle, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do Ancient then first. I have nothing here that I can cast right away. So I should swamp cycle this turn. Did he not play another land? Yeah, it is his second land for this game on turn 3. So he didn't play a land on his second turn. So that's okay. So I'm gonna be in the lead in terms of land drops. Okay, right now we need a swamp cycle. So that we can play something on our next turn. Okay, a white-black land would be very useful. Give me something to cast. Okay, so we have another Drossford Bridge. We can't do anything yet. We can't Deadly Dispute or Reckoner's Bargain anything. So I don't want to sacrifice a land, of course. a Drossford Bridge comes in. None of my sideboards are coming out. And I guess I put in around 10 of them in the deck after round 1. So at least one of them should show up. Okay, it's piling up on the artifacts and will eventually cast a Mirror Enforcer soon. So the one-off in the deck comes out again. I am still in drought of other spells, so I guess on my end turn I can cast something like the Deadly Dispute, or I can do Flash and cast Omen of the Dead. And cast Omen of the Dead to pick up the Troll from the graveyard back to the hand. Okay, one more cycling for me so that I have another swamp to play on my next turn. I don't want to use the Bazooka Bulb first. And now we have Annihil Spellbomb. Will this okay, so I can scry the next turn and hopefully I hope I get a Skull Shift so that I can bounce the Omen of the Dead again and pick up the Troll from the graveyard again so that I can cast something. Okay, one card enters the graveyard. It's along with the Dispute. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. So he's gonna play Mirror Enforcer in a short while. I hope we get removals. But we're gonna try first. Or no. Do we scry? Or do we just cast a Deadly Dispute and sacrifice a Spellbomb from it so that we can draw? I hope we get an Ichor Wellspring. Okay, the Kenku comes out once more. It's gonna be a problem for us. I think I'm gonna wait until my turn to... Oh, so he uses the Ichor to attack, to attach. I mean, he created it as the flyer, so it's not indestructible. So it is killable. Should I scry or not? I believe that I'm gonna go and get a Skull Shift. Tricky. He has 8 cards in his hand and we'll have to let him discard one. Another Spellbomb comes out, so that's a good sign. I can do Deadly Dispute on my Annihil Spellbomb. I'm gonna add 1 mana to that. Yes. So that I can draw 3 cards. Okay, so that paid off. I have 1 cast now, which I can target to the Ichor Wellspring. Okay, I'm gonna do that first. Cast down your Wellspring. Okay, he's gonna draw something out of it, and I am gonna play another spell bomb on my end. And just pass the turn. Okay, so I have one open mana. Nothing left. Blood Fountain comes in with nothing to bring back from the graveyard. Okay, a Krark Clan Shaman is in the game. The attack from the Kenku will give me 1 damage. I will be down to 16 and I will just leave it be. Oh, at this point, we'll just cast the Ichor Wellspring first. Then we'll try to cast a Reckoner's Bargain. Oh, that's a good draw right there. Daily Dispute, the Ichor Wellspring is the way to go. Okay, so then the other Troll of Khazad-dûm comes out. What else do we get? Chainers and a creature. So we just need to cast the Chainers to get rid of one creature that he has, and probably he's gonna take out the Kenku. Yes. I have no creatures, so he has no use for the Kenku yet. Unless he wants to sacrifice his own creature with it. He has a lot of lands, same with me, but next turn I'm gonna cast the Troll of Khazad-dûm to put pressure on him again. We can do Bojuka Bog now. We can do Bojuka Bog, then he will try and pick up the creature from the graveyard, and I will do the Nihil Spellbook. Okay, so I think that's the sequence we're going to do. You want to get rid of the Kenku Artificer as much as you can, and have him use lots of mana. Yes, so that's what happened. Okay, now we get the priority. We will target but he has another Blood Fountain. Or no? Is that the one that he sacrificed? So yes, exile it first. Yeah, but he has another Blood Fountain, but he has no mana to pay for it. So we did a good job exiling. Okay, so I guess I want to play the Dust to Dust. We'll exile the open mana that he has. So it'll be down to 4 mana. Yeah, he's gonna float that first before he gets rid of. Okay. So I can pay 3. Pay 3. Okay. When does it start? Pay 1. Okay. So this not resolve? Yes, it did. So we have 7 cards in hand. No need to rush. We are a bit in control right now. He lost 2 lands from the dust to dust that we did, and we have another land to play on our next turn. So, okay, a Frogmite comes in. The Kark clan will attack again. And we are, do we sacrifice? No, not yet. We don't need to. Okay, we got us a Titan Blade. So we're gonna try and draw out something out of him. Is to sacrifice the Frogmite or the Shaman. It resolves. Oh, he took away the Kark clan because he has a Flood's Fountain. Okay, that's okay. So now we can do the Unscrupulous Agent. And we still have 5 mana to go. We'll see what he exiles. Reckoner's Bargain comes out. I think he has one more Reckoner's Bargain right now. We'll just pass the turn. We have a blocker, but we won't block because next turn we're gonna cast the Troll of Khazad-dûm. He Reckoner's Bargain something. The Blood Token most probably no. Oh. Creates a treasure, draws 2 cards, casts Deadly Dispute, yeah. Gnarly card, he says. Dust to Dust is... Yes, it is a very good card. And I am thankful it came out from the sideboard. So now we are in a bit of an advantage here because we kind of controlled the first part of the game. Yes, 1 blue remaining, so you can probably have 1. I mean, Rebuke. So we're gonna try and draw it out this turn with Deadly Dispute, which will target the Titan Blade on the end turn. So he's gonna try to attack. It's okay. I will block and sacrifice that to a Reckoner's Bargain or a Deadly Dispute. Yeah, Deadly Dispute would be okay. Okay, do a Metallic Rebuke, if you please. I do have another Spell Bomb here. So another Frogmite comes out. I have 3 Troll of Khazad-dûm. Do I sacrifice one of them or no? No, I don't think so. Okay, thank you for another Titan Blade. another Titan Blade for me. So I have a lot of treasure here. I can cast one Troll of Cassidy. So yes, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for a troll. If he tries to counter that, I can pay with the treasure token. Do it! Daily Dispute. The Blood Token. Okay, he's trying to find a counter spell. So this is gonna be very difficult for him if this troll resolves because it can act as a blocker. I will cast the Nihil Spellbomb now to add pressure to him as well so that he can make use of his last Blood Fountain. He'll be forced to crack the Blood Fountain. He won't attack. If he does, I'm not gonna block. Okay, he draws 2 more cards from the top cast. We will not block, Mr. Asar Official. You do not have to prevent the damage because you have the Reckoner's Bargain. Or we can Reckoner's Bargain whatever if he attacks. Yeah, we can also do that. Because he can make use of his mana. Is he gonna attack? No, he didn't. So I'm gonna pile up the Troll of Khazad-dûms. Oh, that's cool. Exile the target artifact again. So we'll save that for another time. So that's 5 and 6 mana right here. Casting. Another Troll of Khazad-dûm, and I will attack with the one who has no summoning sickness. So that's 6 damage for him. That will go through 36 damage off the second round. Okay, so again, we're a bit disappointed that we did not capture properly the game before this, but it's okay. Okay, so he did get the Karak Clan Shaman right away. He will try and sacrifice at least 5 artifacts to kill the Khazad-dûms. But I have a Reckoner's Bargain to save my life, so it's okay. Probably next turn I'm not gonna cast this troll yet. And just craft the Titan Blade into a Sepulture. Okay, so he attacks. I'll be down to 10. He will try and cast the Kark Clan on the second main phase, but it's okay, I'm gonna block. So they're gonna be dead anyways. Again, then I take 2. Kark Clan Shaman comes in. We'll sacrifice it these 3. Oh, so it's a Galvanic Blast to me. Okay, so we'll take that. Does he have another Galvanic Blast? to me again. Okay, no more mana for that. Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna cast I'm gonna kill one of my trolls first. So gain 6 life. If he has one more Galvanic Blast, then I'm gonna be forced to. Okay. So down to 6 for me. What are you gonna cast next? Makeshift munitions. That will cause 3 damage only. And another Frogmite comes in. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's exile the enchantment first. With the revoke existence. Oh no. So it's a sorcery. Yeah, I forgot about that. Aha! So we're just gonna pass turn. So he'll be forced to target the life in me right away. He's gonna sacrifice at least 3 artifacts to hit me with 3 damage. Yeah, so I am exiling that. Go hit me with 1 damage first. Okay. Okay. One more. 1 more damage from the munitions and no more mana left. So I am left with a troll again. So I have to go with Lembas first. So he cannot block the troll. Put on the bottom. Another land comes out. Okay, so I'll play the things. I'll try and discard 1 card from your hand again, whatever that is. Drossford Bridge. Okay, so I have a Reckoner's Bargain here. I can attack with the troll. So I have a Lembas also. So if ever he tries to kill me again, I should do it now. I should gain life, at least safe from a Galvanic Blast. Then if he does try to kill me again with more damage on the next turn, I can do Reckoner's Bargain in response. I hope that is a correct sequence. Okay, he has a Mirror Enforcer and a Crackland Shaman. Ooh, so he has no more in his hand. So that's a good sign for me. So I have a Reckoner's Bargain. He will... Okay, 1 damage to everyone so that he can inflict at least 4 damage to me. 4 damage to me. for damage. On my end turn, I'm not gonna do anything yet. I am compelled to scry though, but I won't. Okay, so there's a cast down. So that's a good draw for me. So we can do troll again. Cast the troll first. Then kill the enforcer. Should I or do I? Then attack with the troll. And I have one blocker, and probably I need to do a Rechner's bargain now with the troll that I have. Yes, that's a good draw. Okay, so I think we're good. We are holding off. He's down to 2. He has nothing to do here. He can just attack with 2 creatures, and yes, we won the game. Yes, that was a very, very good game for the discarder deck. Thank you very much for playing with us, Mr. Ahar. And now we go to the lobby. Okay, so we have 4 match already as playtest with the deck that we have. And so far it's doing very good in the meta against the meta decks. It is proving to be very controllable and controlling to the opponents as well. So yeah, thank you very much, Jay Bautista, for suggesting the deck to us. We can try it in paper soon. Let's build it and play with it in paper and feature it in the Paper Pauper online very soon. So yeah, this deck is really good in my opinion. You can copy the deck list in the post. If you want to play with me, you can just add me in Mtgo. If you want more content about Pauper and the latest builds, especially now that MH3 is just around the corner, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to be updated all the time with the contents that we post. Thank you very, very much. This has been Mtgo Pauper Playtest here in Nonstopnoobph. Again, I am Asar Official, and just keep grinding.